Welcome back. Eviction rates are in crisis here in Indiana, according to tenant advocates, and the pandemic has only made things worse.
Hoosiers from around the state shared their stories at the Statehouse today to draw attention to the issue. News 8's multicultural reporter Katia Winfrey was there.
Tenant advocates say current legislation favors landlords, and as a result, tenants don't have much to stand on when they want to file a grievance. So they say this first ever Tenants Day of Action is a chance to bring light to an issue that's impacting countless Hoosiers.
My rent and utilities are more than 50% of my income.
Stories like these helps draw attention to Indiana's housing problem, a problem tenants' rights supporters say has only gotten worse in the pandemic.
I've lived in places with uninhabitable conditions, rotting floors, bugs and mice coming from the other unit.
Allison Grimes is one of about half a dozen others who shared their rental stories at the first Tenant Day of Action. Many telling stories of rundown living quarters, unjust landlords, and problems accessing affordable housing.
They put a notice on my door saying I had 7 days to vacate. Where are you going to go in 7 days? This was just a few weeks ago.
Dee Ross with the Indianapolis Tenants Rights Union says in the pandemic, Indiana now leads the nation in evictions. Before the pandemic, it came in second behind New York City.
That should tell you that it's more than just people not paying their rent is the problem. It's a combination of discrimination for housing violations, slumlords.
Supporters say this day of action gives renters a platform to use their voices without fear of retaliation, educate them on their rights to a safe, livable space, but also a chance to urge legislators to act.
Every single day, especially people of color, black and brown families are disproportionately being impacted the most during this pandemic. And also rural communities.
Proposed legislation to improve things have been drawn up, but are still waiting to be heard, much like these renters.
And I know what it is, and it's just way too hard for everyday people to get stable housing nowadays.
Reporting in Indianapolis, Katia Winfrey, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook